I built gemstone Megalon, a highly requested model. I don't think I did anything crazy to interpret it properly. It's just gemstone Megalon. I've not made gemstone Godzilla, nor have I made Gigan Miles or Gigan Rex. Maybe in the future. If you ask for it, it ain't gonna make a difference. It's not coming for a while. Thank you to a user that goes by the name of Megalon on Discord, which submitted this build as a request, and that is why it is now being built today. The build was built over the span of 2 weeks on the Discord server. I was primarily the one to participate in the experience of building it, but that is not to be said that other people were not involved, such as Megalon and the Undertaker. Overall, it was a very quick and easy experience. It didn't take too long, and if I were to combine all the time, I would assume it was just a couple hour long build, as most of my action figure series builds end up being. At the height of 20 bricks tall, most of that final height being within the horn and head, it is a fairly acceptable scale for the action figure series, and due to its very human-like proportions and posture, it feels like an action figure whenever I choose to yield it. Color patterns might be a little bit more questionable to someone who's seen the film before. Because of the dark lighting, it's hard to interpret whether the Megalon is actually brown, or black, or gray. The brown color palette was primarily chosen by the Undertaker, and I chose light gray to accent it instead of dark gray, so I could do dark gray for the mouth to differentiate it from the light gray accents. And there are very small bits of black, being the shoulder pads and the wings, which also have an orange accent on it, which complement with the eyes, allowing it to stand out just a little less. They are supposed to be a bit more yellow, but due to part limitation reasons, orange was the chosen color. The articulation. Gemstone Megalon's articulation starts off with the horn, which can be swayed back and forth, but that is primarily for position, not an articulationable piece. The head is connected by a ball joint to the body, which allows for a lot of range, as you can see here, and the mouth itself can be opened up to reveal the smaller mouth inside. I do believe that is accurate, but don't quote me on that. Connecting or going to the body, we have the shoulder pieces, which can be elevated up, so the arms can also be elevated up, but that is not a articulationable piece, just a piece with the ability to articulate. The shoulders are connected to the body via ball joints, and then the elbows are also hinges, but there are no wrists. The body has a waist joint in the middle, which allows for a lot of articulation. As you can see here, it does make the waist look very thin. That is a crazy hourglass figure, I guess, Megalon's got going on. The legs connect to the lower body via a ball joint with a hinge in the way, which might limit the articulation, but the articulation on the leg overall is very limited. The knee is a simple hinge, and the foot connects to the calf via a ball joint with 2 clips, allowing for the toes to move in position. Once again, not a need of articulation, just a need of position. The tail itself starts off with a hinge, then it connects to a ball joint, ending off with a hinge. And the final piece of articulation would be the wings on Megalon's back, connecting via ball joints with a simple clip at the very end as well. That is the articulation for Gemstone Megalon. Overall, I approve of the articulation. Credit-wise, credit to the Undertaker and Megalon for participating within the building event of building Gemstone Megalon in LEGO. Let's begin the tutorial. And here's a part list of every part I used. Thanks for watching. Bye.